Okay, it's a thrifting day. Very exciting. We're getting into summer, so definitely looking for my summer wish list. And I'm keeping my eyes open for something that I want to wear for my birthday. I usually like to wear a dress and dress up a little bit, so maybe I'll find something. I have something like this in mind, but this is not quite what I'm looking for. But something like that, I think. I'm wearing quite a feminine color palette. I just kind of woke up and felt like I wanted to look like a fairy, but like, Seattle. I have very, very girly eyeshadow on, and it looks so much more apparent in daylight than the artificial light in my bathroom, but oh well. Yeah, so let's go. So I started out looking at the shoes. I'm really looking for like cute shoes, specifically like pointed toe slingbacks, maybe like a red sandal, something like that. So there were some options, just nothing that I was quite looking for. I was looking at this Echo sandal because I generally like that brand, but this blue was just not gonna be for me. Thought this was an interesting slide, and then I love the yellow of this sneaker, but obviously too worn out. Another Echo shoe. They had a lot of Echo shoes today, but they weren't really my size or style. That slingback was definitely what I was looking for, but it was too high. This also had the vibe, but definitely too narrow. Loved this slide, but again, not the color for me. I really wanted these Echo shoes, but they were too small. So no success in the shoes. I found these LL Beans pants, which are the exact same pants that my friend gifted me, just a size smaller. And so I thought I had to try them on because I was like, ooh, those are my favorite. This was a silk top in a small, so I didn't think it was gonna fit, but actually fit a little bit better than expected. I just loved the color. I wanted to see if it was worth like maybe trying to flip it in some way. But at the end of the day, I was like, nah, this is a perfectly good top. Someone could use it. And then there was this linen t-shirt, which I don't know if the color was quite right, but it was in the same kind of color family that I'm looking for, in an aqua. And the fit was just like, I liked it a lot. I loved the open neck. And then the pants actually fit, which I was surprised. But then I just was like, am I going to wear these like tomorrow or the next day? Like, I don't think I'm looking for this style of pant right now. I would much more be willing to buy like a wide leg linen. I came back home for a quick pit stop because I got absolutely soaked by the rain. Also picking up some things that I'm dropping off at the thrift store, so gonna grab those and then go to the next location. And I need to swap out my coat. It's gotta be a raincoat and an umbrella. It is a downpour. Next thrift store, I started with the dresses, and these are like their nicer dresses, so more expensive. Found a lot of Maeve brand and a lot of printed dresses, which wasn't exactly what I was looking for. They had some good designers in here, but a lot of it's still made of polyester, which is not what I'm looking for at all. I liked this silk dress a little bit, but the pattern was not going to be for me. And yeah, they did have some nice brands. There was only one dress though that I decided to actually try on, and mostly because of the material was cotton and it had, the right kind of color palette I think that I was looking for. It also looked like something I could wear to work or like family functions, which is nice. Then there was this pink top, which was absolutely insanely cool. Too small for me, and also was made of pure polyester, so very uncomfortable to the touch, but so cool looking. And then there's this linen top. Again, I just know that black and white pattern is not for me, but it was a nice quality top for sure. Just not a ton of options with tops here. I consider this hang 10 top because it looked like a swimsuit kind of top, but I just wouldn't wear that. I just know I wouldn't wear the style. I'm looking for a black one that maybe zips up and down the front to actually swim in. Trying on, I found this linen top. There was something about it that just disgusted me. Maybe it had a slight smell, I can't remember, or like the linen was so crunchy. There was something gross about it to me. It was nice, it just wasn't for me. And then I really liked the silk top, like the cut and everything. Something was a little weird on the waist, like the way it was ruched. And I didn't like that kind of greeny yellow color, which is funny because I like a color similar, but not this color. So if I got it, it would need to be cropped, but the color was just throwing me off too much. The dress was much too big, and it just didn't suit my style. I don't think I like plaid. It was too Easter egg to me, and I don't know, it wasn't me. Then there was this total maxi skirt, and I didn't realize it was low rise, and maybe it wasn't low rise. It just didn't fit my waist, but it was interesting, but again, not my style. I'm not edgy enough for that, and I wasn't sweet enough for the dress. So last thing I tried on here were these Uniqlo pants that I thought would be super comfy, but they just looked like a giant diaper on me, or like parachute pants or something. They were comical. And then I also saw this beaded purse, which was like a vintage purse. Unfortunately, it did not fit my cell phone, and I know that if a bag doesn't fit my cell phone, no matter how beautiful it is, I will never wear it. So unfortunately, I did not buy that. And then next and last thrift store, I started with the shoes again, but wasn't very successful. There wasn't really anything even worth trying on. So finally, for clothes, I saw this Equipment silk shirt, which I love their silk shirts, and this color I absolutely love, but I determined it's not for me. I need something a little more muted. Like, it just is too bright for my like sandy kind of color. And then this dress I thought was a medium, but it turned out to be small, so it did not fit my hips. It's a Banana Republic dress, and I thought this would be a cool and fun birthday dress, but you know, doesn't fit. But I really like the metallic, so I don't know, maybe my birthday dress could be metallic in some way. We'll see what I find in the future. Thought this dress might work, but it was too big. I do like this berry color, but I do have quite a bit of the berry tones, so I don't know. It was linen, but it just wasn't right. Okay, I am back from thrifting. It's a couple days later, and I did get one item. I ended up getting the linen t-shirt. So this is, I don't think it's an incredibly great like brand. The brand is Part 2 Copenhagen, and it's a size large. And looking at the shirt now, it does have like a lean in the back. So I don't know if that's because it's not like sewn super well, or if that's just because it's been stretched out a little bit. But either way, it doesn't really matter to me because this is so close to what I was looking for, and it isn't that turquoise color that I was thinking of. But I do think I can dye this to be that color or a similar color. So right now though, I'm just gonna play with this kind of green sage color because I do think it looks like decent on me. I do like this color. And then maybe eventually give it a little bit of a aqua dye. But yeah, I'm actually very pleased. This was half off too, so it was under $5. So I've now thrifted a total of 4 clothing items this year. So I could thrift another one this month, but honestly, like just looking at my schedule, I don't know if I'm gonna be like thrifting. So yeah, I'm very excited about this shirt. It's like exactly what I was looking for. I really don't have like, this is a t-shirt, right? But it's pretty cropped and form-fitted. And I've just realized in the past that in the summer, like I just sweat through this kind of t-shirt instantly. And I wanted to try a more oversized, especially thin and especially linen. Like I'm very happy that I found a 100% linen t-shirt. I feel like that's difficult these days, especially thrifting. So yeah, I think this will be a good experiment to be like, hey, is this the kind of t-shirt or is this the kind of top that I like to wear in summer? And I think it will be, but it's nice to be able to experiment at a low cost. I also made my first jewelry purchase of this year, and it was on Etsy. It's a vintage piece. I didn't really have this specifically on my list to get in jewelry, but I did have sterling silver and like interesting organic shapes, and I do love pearls. And when I saw this pendant, I just was so enamored with it. I thought it was just so gorgeous, so I did buy it. This was about $50 after tax and shipping. So I think it's pretty fair price. It is 100% sterling silver, and it is like a calla lily with a black pearl attached to the center of it. So I don't know, I just thought it was really beautiful and really interesting. It's not like in your face calla lily. But yeah, it's really beautiful. I'm very excited to wear it. Like even with what I'm wearing right now, I feel like it'd look really cute. But I could also see it stacked with a bunch of other necklaces as well. And I'm also considering possibly getting a longer chain so it can be more of like a long pendant, just to have that option. I think it'd be nice. And I will try to also give this a little bit of a clean. It's slightly tarnished in some areas, so hopefully I can make it nice and shiny and new again. So I'd say pretty successful.
If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I make videos every week about fashion, style, thrifting, so if you're into that, try sticking around. I hope you all have a fabulous day, and I'll see you next week with another video. Tschüss!